What if I told you the most powerful way to win an argument is to never argue at all? Not louder, not smarter, not more logical, but more strategic. Because in public conflicts, people don't choose sides based on truth. They choose based on one question. How does this affect me? And once you understand that, you stop defending yourself and start controlling the room. Part 1. Why logic fails in public conflict. Most people think arguments are about facts. They're not. They're about perception. When someone attacks you publicly, at a dinner table, in a meeting, in a group chat, the audience isn't analyzing truth. They're scanning for risk. Who creates tension? Who threatens stability? Who affects their comfort, time, or status? That's who they turn against. This is the hidden algorithm of human behavior. People don't support what's right. They support what protects them. And this is where most people lose, because they try to defend themselves inside the attacker's frame, which is exactly where they want you. Part 2. The first rule. Never defend yourself. This might sound counterintuitive, but defending yourself is the weakest move you can make. The more you explain, the more suspicious you look, the more you justify, the more reactive you appear. The more emotional you become, the more you lose control of the room, because now you're playing their game. And high-level players never enter someone else's battlefield. They change it. Part 3. The 3 strategic moves. 1. Turn their attack into a cost. Scenario. Someone publicly criticizes your life choices. Most people react. They explain. They justify. They argue. And they lose. A strategist does something different. They stay calm and say something like, "I appreciate your concern. Actually, I've been thinking about this too. Are you open to helping me out with it?" Pause. Now suddenly, this is no longer commentary. It's responsibility. You've just transformed their words into a real-world cost. And here's what happens. People love to judge, but they hate to pay. The moment involvement requires sacrifice, their confidence disappears. This is power. You didn't fight back. You made the attack expensive. 2. Expand the conflict. Now let's move to a workplace situation. Someone is picking at your work in a meeting. If you defend your idea, you shrink the situation into you versus them. Bad move. A strategist expands the frame. They pause, look at the room, and say, if we keep going deep into this detail, we might risk delaying the whole project, and that could impact everyone's timeline here. Now watch what just happened. This is no longer about you. It's about everyone's time. And instantly, the attacker is no longer detail-oriented. They're now a risk to the group. And people don't tolerate threats to their own interests. You didn't attack them. You repositioned them. That's a higher level of control. 3. Control the narrative. In group settings, especially online, this is where most people completely lose control. Someone calls you out publicly, tags you, pressures you. Most people react emotionally and escalate the situation. A strategist? They respond once, calm, controlled, and redefine the situation. Let's keep this space focused and professional. If there's something to resolve, we can handle it directly. No need to turn this into a distraction for everyone. Notice what you didn't do. You didn't defend yourself. You didn't engage emotionally. You didn't attack back. You simply set the frame. This is no longer a personal conflict. This is a violation of group standards. Now every message they send after that makes them look worse, because they're no longer opposing you. They're opposing the system. Part 4. The deeper truth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't care about truth. They care about safety. If a conflict only affects you, they watch. If a conflict starts affecting them, they choose sides. When you understand this, you stop trying to win arguments. You start designing outcomes. High-level thinkers don't prove they're right. They create 2 conditions: shared benefit. Part 5. The real skill you're missing. But here's where it gets deeper. These tactics alone won't make you powerful, because real power isn't about what you say. It's about how you see the game. Most people see conflict. Strategists see incentives. Pressure points. Audience psychology. Leverage. They don't react. They run a process. What's at stake here? Who is watching? What do they fear losing? How do I align them with me? This isn't improvisation. It's execution. Once you understand this, everything changes. You stop arguing, stop explaining, stop trying to win emotionally, and start controlling the structure of the situation. Because power was never about being right. It was always about who defines the game. And once you control that, you don't get attacked. You become the person who decides what happens next. If you want to master this level of thinking, subscribe. Because most people react. But here, we design the outcome.